Burnaby or New Westminster? Everyone assumes Burnaby just wins because of the SkyTrain. Mira, that is not the full story. We're doing this like a boxing match, round by round, real numbers only, and the winner might surprise you. Let's go! I'll push you out and you'll come right back. I'll see you point and blame it. Hey, this is Yaoska Climaco from eXp Realty, and I help first-time homes buyers all over Metro Vancouver. And this is one of the comparisons people ask me the most: Burnaby or New Westminster? Both are on the SkyTrain. Both are close to Vancouver, and on papers, they can look almost the same. They're not! By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your money goes further. Sammy and Milo are ringside for this one. Quick things first. I'm a real estate agent. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a mortgage specialist. I'm not a lawyer. Every number today is real, and I tell you exactly where it's from. For your exact number and wallet, always talk to a professional. Before we get into these two cities, here's the backdrop for both of them. Across Metro Vancouver, the composite benchmark price sits at $1,088,800 as of July 2026, down 6% from last year for Greater Vancouver Realtors. Apartments are benchmarked at $688,000 region-wide, down 7.5%. And the sales to active listing ratio, the number that tells us who has the power in a negotiation, sat at just 13% in July, well below the 12% to 20% range where sellers usually have upper hand. O sea, this is a softer market than the frenzy years. Sellers in both Burnaby and New Westminster are more open to negotiating right now than they've been in a while. So keep that in mind as we go round by round. These aren't a frenzy market numbers. They are numbers from a market where you actually have leverage in both cities. Let's go to round number one, the real gap. Burnaby's apartment benchmark per Greater Vancouver's Realtors sit at $695,200. New Westminster's condo are running $520,000 to $580,000 for comparable product. That's a gap of $100,000 to $150,000 on a condo alone. On a real $600,000, New Westminster's condo versus comparable Burnaby unit closer to $700,000 or more. That's a difference most people would notice in their monthly payment for the next 25 years. It gets bigger from here. Detached homes in Burnaby are benchmarked around $1,842,900. In New Westminster, you're looking at roughly $1,350,000 to $1,450,000. Gap of $400,000 to $500,000. Townhouses tells the same story. Burnaby runs $1 million to $1,200,000. New Westminster runs $700,000 to $850,000. Mira. If your budget is sitting around $550,000 to $700,000, this round change everything for you. That's the range where New Westminster's opens up real two-bedroom condos that Burnaby's SkyTrain simply don't offer at that price. Here's the honest trade-off. Burnaby has appreciated more strongly over the last 15 years. And its town center model like Metrotown, Brentwood, Longheath keeps generate demand in a way a smaller city doesn't always match. The lower entry price in New Westminster is real today. Whether that gap stay the same size in 10 years is a different question, and nobody can promise you an answer to that one. Round 1, winner, New Westminster. Round 2, commute and transit. Both cities sit on the Expo line with direct service into downtown Vancouver. From New Westminster, station to waterfront, you're looking at roughly around 25 to 30 minutes. From Burnaby's metro town is closer to 20 to 25 minutes. O sea, the real difference is only 5 to 10 minutes. Smaller than most people assume. And honestly, smaller than most people argue about online. Where Burnaby actually pulls ahead is flexibility. Burnaby has a station on both the Expo line and the Millennium line, spread across 4 different town centers. New Westminster has 2 Expo line stations, New Westminster and 22nd Street. Both lines run every few minutes at peak time. So this round isn't really about waiting on a platform. It's about how many neighborhoods you can reach without transfers and how much your commute changes if your job isn't downtown. So if your destination isn't exactly downtown, say Burnaby itself or Coquitlam or somewhere along the Millennium line, Burnaby's multiple lines give you more options for getting there without add a bus or a transfer. Round 2, the winner, Burnaby. A narrow win, not a knockout. I love boxing. In my country, we have great boxers. Round 3. What you actually get for your money. Burnaby entry-level market is condo heavy, especially right around the SkyTrain station. And that means more competition for the exact same unit type. When a well-priced one-bedroom lists near Metrotown or Brentwood, you're often not the only offer on the table. Makes so much sense. New Westminsters give you a wider mix. Condos, yes, but also townhouses that are generally reachable for first-time buyers' budget without the same level of bidding pressure. If you are a first-time buyer with $550,000 to $700,000 to work with, this round is about options, not just prices. In the exact range, New Westminster puts real 2-bedroom units and even some townhouse options on the table. In Burnaby, the same budget mostly keep you in 1-bedroom territory near the station or pushes you further out to the edges of the city. One thing to watch for either way, a lot of New Westminster condos stock is older, built in 1970s through the 1990s. Older buildings can mean a lower price today and higher chance of a special levy down the road when the building needs a major repair. That's not a reason to avoid it. It's a reason to actually read the gossip channel, which is the strata minutes before you write an offer, wherever you're buying. Round 3, winner, New Westminster. Round 4, neighborhood, character, and lifestyle. This one's less about the spreadsheet and more about how it feels to actually live there. New Westminster has a real historic downtown. Columbia Street, the New Westminster Quay, the Saturday Farmers Market. A walkable riverfront, boardwalk along the Fraser River with heritage buildings. I love it. I feel sometimes like in San Francisco because you have a lot of hills. I don't know, that's the feeling I have. It's the kind of place that grew on its own over a century. No one built around a mall. Burnaby's closet equivalent is the Heights on Hastings Street and is generally good. But overall, Burnaby is denser and built more around its town centers, Metrotown, Brentwood, Lowhead, plus green space like Deer Lake Park and the trails up Burnaby Mountain. Love it. Sammy and Milo love Burnaby Mountain. Like around 10Ks they doing a hike there. It's a big city, convenience is spread across 4 hubs instead of 1 downtown, with more shoppings and dining packed into each one. This round is more personal than any other round in the whole comparison, but I have to call it like every other round. If you want walkable, small city character, where you actually run into your neighbors at the farmers market, that's New Westminster. entire identity. Burnaby has good pockets, like the Heights, but nothing that matches the downtown feel start to finish. Round 4, the winner, New Westminster. So let's tally the rounds. Round 1, prices go to New Westminster. Round 2, commute goes to Burnaby, normally. Round 3, what you actually get for your money goes to New Westminster. Round 4, neighborhood character is a personal call, but I'll be honest. New Westminster's downtown has a charm that's hard to argue with. On paper, that's New Westminster winning 3 rounds to 1. But mira, a real verdict isn't just about who won more rounds. It's about which rounds matter to you in your actual life. If your budget is the deciding factor, New Westminster wins this fight. Full stop, no asterisk. If you need the flexibility of 2 SkyTrain lines for work, or you're betting on Burnaby's longer track record of appreciation over the next decade, Burnaby is still a strong, defensible choice, and I'll never talk a client out of it. Both cities also has pre-sales activity happening right now, which is a whole different conversation, with its own timeline and its own rules. Worth its own video down the line. This isn't a fight with one correct answer for everybody. It's a fight where you get to decide which rounds count more for you. Here's the short version in case you skipped ahead. New Westminster wins on price and on what your money actually buys. Real numbers, not a feeling. Burnaby wins on transit flexibility and on its longer track record of appreciation. Neither city is the wrong answer, and neither one is automatically right for you either, no matter what a comment section tells you. The wrong move here isn't picking Burnaby or picking New Westminster. It's picking either one without knowing your own real number first. If you want help figuring out which one actually fits your budget and your life, not just which one won more rounds in a YouTube video, DM me or give me a call and let's set up a non-pressure buyer consult. Where there is a will, there is a home. That's my slogan. But when it's the right one for you. Subscribe so you can get more videos about Metro Vancouver cities. Have a great day. Bye-bye.